Greetings, ladies and gentlefish. I thought it was about time that I showed you some gameplay from my second account. This is, and we're going to start off with some low tier stuff because that's what I started off with. So, both of these games are going to be in the American light tank, the T1. And, well, so part of the point of this is to test whether Wargaming's newbie account protection matchmaking thingy is actually working. So that's part of the reason. But this video, the thing I really want to highlight is how horrendously unfair it is taking a player like me, who, and I'm no unicum or anything like that, but I'm, you know, competent, and I have 23,000 games now, 23,000 battles played. Take a player like me and put me into a game with a bunch of people who don't fall into that category, and how very fair and balanced that is. And this is the reason why you don't see much really low tier stuff on my channel anymore, if I'm honest, because, well, firstly, I don't derive that much pleasure from it. I mean, I platoon up with people, and if they're playing low tiers, I'll play low tiers to match them, but that's really the reason why I have low tier tanks now. I don't really play them, and when I say low tier, I should say tiers 1 to 5. I don't really play them otherwise. It just, I need a shower every single time. It's not fair. So there's kill number 1, there's kill number 2, and this is the thing with the low tier games and guns. You know, you have no armor, terrible hit point pool, and you have these little auto cannons, which, well, you've seen the sort of thing they can do. I mean, I didn't kill that guy in one clip, that's because quite a lot of the shells missed. And I'm not firing premium ammo or anything like that here. This is just good old-fashioned regular armor piercing. 20mm autocannon. And yeah, the T1 in particular is horrendously overpowered. This is not fair and balanced in the slightest. But there we go, I guess. Things are as they are. And people wonder why people cap at, you know, when they advance to higher tiers. And that's because that's what the low tiers generally encourages you to do. Because if you are seen, you get absolutely obliterated by these autocannons. So, or by the, you know, the gun that takes off 1/3 of your health every 2 seconds. You know, it's pretty horrendous. Anyway, I've racked up 3 kills so far. Can we make it 4? Of course we can. I didn't even bother aiming that, just held down the left mouse button until the guy was dead. So that's kill number 4. Oh, I should probably say this is a tier 1 game on mines, by the way. There's now only 2 maps at tier 1. One is Mines, and the other is Mittengard. Now, Mittengard I hate as a map, but I can see where they have it as a newbie map. I really can. It there's no camping on that map. You just get stuck in and see what happens. There's also very little in the way of tactics, but there we go. What are you gonna do? Oh, I didn't kill that guy in one clip. He's got 3 health left. Whatever am I gonna do? Massive shame. Well, bushes. I don't have any equipment or consumables or anything. I mean, so here's the thing. I don't have any equipment on this. Just blind kill that guy. I don't have any consumables. I mean, my crew, well, you start off with a 100% crew nowadays. So it's a 100% crew, but I don't have crew skills or anything like that. Imagine if I'd spent money on equipment and consumables and had badass crew skills and whatnot. Just imagine how fair this would be. Not very. There's kill number 5. I haven't taken a single point of damage yet, by the way. There was a shell going my vague general direction, but it damaged my tracks, and that's about it. So it looks like the hill's outstayed its usefulness. There's 4 of them left. 3 of them left. So I'm going to go and see if I can find them and kill them. That's pretty much the plan. Now, I mentioned the T1 in particular is horrendously overpowered. What makes this thing special? Well, it's the combination of a gun that puts out enough damage to kill any tier 1 tank in a very short period of time, and to badly damage any tier 2 tank with enough penetration to go through pretty much whatever it meets. And a lot of the time you don't even have to bother aiming, you just hold down the left mouse button until they're dead. And all that on a mobile platform. Yeah, fair and balanced. Hello, Mr. Renault FT. I'm not even going to bother aiming at you. Hold down the left mouse button till you die. There's a Top Gun. And move on. Yeah. Like I said, this isn't really very fair. This is the very definition of seal clubbing. Well, no, it's not. Because, as I say, I don't have all that equipment and consumables and whatnot. Let me rephrase. No, this is the very definition of seal clubbing. You could be more seal clubby, but, yeah, this isn't fair and balanced. Oh, last two guys are over there. Whatever am I going to do? Well, I'm clearly going to drive over there and kill them. That's obviously how this is going to work. This hasn't been a particularly taxing game or anything. So, I'm just being a little careful. I want to make sure they don't think I'm here. And then I'll just poke out in a sec. No scoffing now. No scoffing is allowed. I'll do it eventually. There we go. And I'm not going out front first because this has a rear mounted turret and I'd be exposing a lot of my tanks, so I'm just going out rear. Side scraping, if you will, but I'm not doing it for the purpose of armor. I'm doing it to minimize the amount of my machine that I expose. And I'm being a little cautious here because there's a T1 on the enemy team and he can clip me as much as I can clip him. There's also an NC-31 who has a bit of armor, but I'm not really worried about that guy, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to speed this along a little bit before you all die of boredom. NC-31 puts a shot into me, so clearly I got spotted. You can see here I haven't got 6th sense or any of that tat. NC-31 nails the medium one, gets put onto 36 health. Screw it. He's fired. He's dead. Reload. That just leaves the enemy T1. I'm on 7 kills. Can I pick up an 8th? And this is also the reason, by the way, that Radley Walters medals aren't available below tier 5. Because it's, for an experienced player, horrifically easy to just farm the medals in that case. You can get a Top Gun, but you can't get a Radley Walters or a Paul's medal or anything like that. There's the T1. And can I just execute this guy? There we go. And he's dead. And that's the game. So, let's go and have a look at those results, I guess. So, yeah. Ace Tanker, Fire for Effect, Sharpshooter, Master Gunner, Bruiser, and Top Gun, like I said. It's not a tier 5 or above machine, so I can't pick up the Radley Walters medal for those 8 kills. 681 damage, 8 kills, 1016 base experience, which for a tier 1 machine is a lot. Look at the rest of either team. I mean, seriously? I got, like, triple the XP of the guy who came second in the game. It's just absolutely ridiculous. 132 shots fired, 74 hits, 61 pens for 681 damage, 2 hits received, 1 pen, 1 didn't. 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 8 destroyed, 56 assistance damage, travelled just under 2 kilometers. I had like 1 day of premium or something from missions, so I made 16,500 credits as well. Easies. Yeah, and a bunch of experience. So yeah, that's, I mean, the T1. Let's go and show you another game. So here's the second game. This time we're on Mittengard, so that's the other map available for tier 1 matches. This is a tier 1 game. And we're in the T1 again. Now this match, in some people's eyes, won't be as spectacular, I guess, in terms of raw numbers, but I thought it was more impressive. And actually took a little bit of skill rather than just going around and farming all the new players, basically. So we're here on Mittengard. This is a map that well, there are no tactics involved. It's just drive around and kill people. So L tractor, I just unload my clip at him. I don't wait to aim. I take a hit in the process, which is perhaps careless, perhaps unfortunate. But there we go. Renault Otsu, is he going to give me shots? Yes, he is. But they basically bounce. And I take a second hit there. So this game doesn't get off to a very good start, which is why I actually think it's more impressive. Like I said, because it's not just farming a bunch of newbies for all of their health. So, trying to put damage into that Otsu again. I'm not all that successful, but I still shave off, what, a third? Almost half of his health, and now he's dead. Scoreline is 4-6. So the reasons I don't like Mittengard are the very reasons why I imagine it was put in for Tier 1 games. It's not campy, it's not tactical, it's literally just get in for a cluster. Close range fight. It just gets people used to the fact that you press the left mouse button, your gun fires, you use the WASD keys, your tank moves, you know, basic controls. And that's fine. But it's another reason why I'm not going to play low tier tanks that much. Hello, Mr. L Tractor. There's kill number 1. But, you know, there we go. So, I'm on 41 health. That medium one gets quite a punchy gun, so I need to be a little bit careful here. But, if he's going to let me do this... Oh, he's using his autocannon, which has quite a large magazine, if memory serves. But I'm wondering if he has spent his load. Looks like he might have done, so I plonk a few more shots into him as he's backing off. T1 is coming around the side, and if you're paying any attention to the scoreline, you'll notice that it's 7-12. We are 5 down. 8-12, we're only 4 down. Hurrah! Frabjuste! Kaloo Kalay. There's the medium from earlier on. Bye. Kill number 2. But they pull one back as well, so we're still 4 down, which is a little sad. T1 moves out. I leave him on low health. He puts a round or 2 into me, leaving me on fairly low health. Oh, we pull it back, so we're only 3 kills behind now. Good-o, good-o. And I'm moving around here to try and get some flanking shots onto these fellows. And there we go. 1 of me, 5 of them. 4 of them. I make that Pims o'clock, don't you? And I actually set that FT on fire, which is a little bit lucky, but I'm not going to complain. So there we go, 2 kills in fairly quick succession. There's still 3 of them left. I don't have a huge amount of health. They have more. Now, it doesn't mean they're on full health generally. They've been a bit beaten up, but they have more health between them than I do. And if they attack at once, I'm hosed. Speaking of lots of health, there's a full health MS1. Full health, but stock. Not that that really matters. He can still absolutely wreck me, even if he is stock. As it is, however, well, I actually flub a lot of my shots. And so if he were to take advantage of this, he could wreck me, but I assume he's a relatively new player. He doesn't take advantage of it, he lets me reload my magazine, and he's going to wish that he hadn't. There we go. I spend another magazine, failing to kill him, because I'm trying to not get hit in return. And the MS1 doesn't take advantage, and his teammates are not coming around. They're trying to cap instead, which is a terrible idea, because there's 1 of me left, and their capping is letting me kill their friend. There we go. 2 of them left. Cap counter is up to 72, 73, 74. Now, only 1 of them, by the look of it, is actually in the cap circle. Aiming is for suckers. You just hold down the left mouse button until they're dead. There's the T1. And that just leaves the Renault FT. Now we just need to find that chap. Speed this up a little bit. There he is. I don't know if he was a long way away or whatever, but he has let, one way or another, the rest of his teammates die. They didn't attack me at once, as they should have done. And we have a bit of a Mexican standoff here. Oof, I don't like that. I cannot afford to take hits. I'm on 28 health. He fires. It goes wrong. I kill him. Game over. Let's go and have a look at the results. So, results. There we go. Ace Tanker, Arsonist, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, Defender, Top Gun, and a Kolobanov's medal, because that's right, although things like Pools and Radley Walters medals might be tier 5 and above, you can pick up a Kolobanov's medal at tier 1, which surprisingly surprised me. But there we go, you can do it. That is, of course, for winning the game despite being outnumbered by at least 5 to 1. And being the last one surviving on your team. 671 damage, 7 kills, not quite as much base experience as last time, and also a mention should go to the other Tier 1, or another Tier 1 on our team, Nax77, who also did well, and the enemy, T1, I cannot pronounce that, the one at the top of the team with 4 kills, he also did pretty well. But again, it wasn't really fair. Playing longer. 186 shots fired, 81 hits, 56 pens for 671 damage. And, you know, lots of XP and some credits. Now, I don't want to sound like I was being a downer in that video, and I do apologise, but I really do think that, well, I mean, like I say, it's the reason I don't play low tiers that much. It really does not feel fair. And I haven't been playing many low tier games on my second account now because I've moved past that stage. I'm currently up to tier 8. And between the tier 8s, the tier 8 and the tier 5s, I don't really have much reason to be playing down at tier 1, 2, etc. So, yeah. Anyway, that is as it is. I just thought I'd show you a bit of low tier gameplay and show you how horrifically unbalanced it is having an experienced player down among all these newbies. It's just Farm City. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Possibly even found it vaguely entertaining. Wait, enjoyed it? Possibly found it entertaining? Well, if you enjoyed it, you found it entertaining, presumably. Anyway, I'm waffling. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao, ciao.